Hey guys, welcome to my channel, Graciously Growing, and welcome to Vlogmas day number 3. So, as I've told you in the last 2 videos, I'm introducing my plant collection alphabetically for Vlogmas. And today, day number 3, is the alphabet C. Now, searching my plant collection, I only have one plant or one genius that starts with the letter C. The funny thing is, this time last year, I think I had about 6 or 7, but they all have gone on to be in plant heaven other than this one. So that would make a very short video. So I'm going to show you this one plant. And then I'm also, for C, I'm going to show you some of my cuttings, or you can call them propagations, that have been doing very well thus far. So, but let's start with this one plant that I've been able to keep alive in this genius. And that is my Calathea'S burl. I mean, she's not the prettiest thing, but she's hanging in there because I can't even name all of the Calathea'S that have died on me. The Calathea medallion, the Calathea rose pica, which was so pretty. And I had like 4 or 5 others, and they all seem to start out doing okay, and then they just die. I don't use distilled water. I sometimes use distilled water, but when I run out of distilled water, I use the water, the filter water from my refrigerator. I feel like that's better than just using tap water. And so that's what I've been doing with this one. It does have a little bit of crispy edges here and there, but I have been sick. Well, not now, thank God, but in January, why am I saying January? In part of October and part of November, I was dealing with some respiratory issues and my plant collection suffered. So I think that these chips are because it didn't get water properly. But this, you guys, is my only Calathea, my Calathea'S burl. And I think, I'm a sucker for punishment. I think I'm going to keep trying to grow Calathea'S because I really do like them, and maybe I'll be able to crack the code. Another thing I've noticed about Calathea'S is that I tend to lose them in the change of seasons. Like if we're going from spring, summer to fall, whatever, changing the seasons. I don't know if it's because the humidity changes in my home, or I don't know what it is, but it seems like I can't get them to grow throughout all of the seasons. So, but thus far, this Calathea is still alive. Now, next, like I said, I want to show you some cuttings that I have. I have some that I am growing in leca, and this is my first time using leca. I don't even know if I'm doing it right, but the plants are growing. Some have rooted very well. Some may not have rooted as of yet, but they're still looking like they're not dying. So that's a good sign. But my most favorite success story, I think, would be this one. So you guys, this is a cutting that has been growing in leca, and it's grown leaps and bounds. Now, I'm going to try to show you how I have this plant growing. So first of all, I want to show you the roots last. This is, if you frequent Walmart, you would know that they usually, during the summer, they had these pots, they call them self-watering pots. And so I have quite a few of them, and I cannot hold it down, or you will see. Well, actually I can if I move the camera. So hold on. So let me see if you can see. So there, see, this has a lip in there, and I have the water going a little bit above that. Okay. And what I do is every week, and this is in leca. Okay, see if you can see that. Leca balls. The leaves are so nice and beautiful. There you go. See the leca? So what I do is I take it to the sink, And I just turn on the water and just soak the leca and drain it. And then I leave a little bit of water in the bottom. And look, you guys, look at the roots. These are all water roots. And so this plant is quite happy. Look at that. A success story, and it's growing. Now, one question I have, and maybe you guys can answer this, do you just continue to let the roots grow? And because now they are actually growing out of the pot, as you can see, and down into the water, but they look so nice and healthy. And so I'm just leaving it alone. And like I said, once a week, I just moisten the leca and leave a little bit of water in the bottom of the reservoir here. And this plant is just doing very well. And you have a lot of new growth. You can see the new growth is a little bit lighter colored than the older ones. And the leaves are nice. They're getting nice and big. They're sizing up. So this is, I would consider, one of my success stories with leca. So I have quite a few more in leca. Okay, so this particular one, this is from one of my lipstick plants. I don't remember the name of that particular lipstick plant. I just know it's in the lipstick category. This was really small as well. It's growing well. I cannot see any roots, but this plant has been in here for, I'm still looking, I don't see any roots, but it's been in here for about a month and a half, and the plant is not dying. So even though I can't see the roots, I know that it has established roots. And the same thing with this one, another one of those Walmart planters, self-watering planters, and I usually put the water right here at this level, keep it right there. And then, like I said, once a week, I just run water over the top of the leca to keep that part moist, and it seems to like it. So that's another one. I also have this set up for this pothos. Now look at its roots. Wow. Look at all of those roots, you guys. It loves this setup too, even though for the amount of roots it have, it's crazy that it only has a few leaves, and they don't look as healthy as the Scanapius. Or is that a Siverian? I always get that mixed up. I think that's a Scanapius, but it doesn't look as healthy. You know, look, you can see it's yellowing. There is some new growth coming right here. You can see that, but I don't know. So I'm going to just continue to monitor it and see how it's doing. Now, I have two more growing in leca, and if you have watched my channel in the past, this is really sad to say. I had this plant was huge. This Agonema Silver Bay, I think that's what this is. Yeah, it was really big. I was supposed to be nursing it back to health for a friend. This plant, when I tell you, it kept just dying, root rotting. And so it ended up being the last piece. And I decided, and here's the thing about this. When I pulled it out of the dirt, there was no roots whatsoever. And I said, I don't have anything to lose. I'm going to put it in leca. It's either going to die or it's going to root. Can you even root an Agonema like that? The answer is yes, you can, because look, you guys, I'll show you. Look at all of the roots. Isn't that amazing? And they're even starting to grow out. So this Agonema is growing in leca. Amazing. Now I ran out of the self-watering pots, and so I just have this in just a regular planter, and I keep the water to like halfway, and then I just stick it in there. And like I said, once a week I make sure I water I really drenched the leca and let all of that water drain out, and then just leave that one in the bottom. And that has been working, and she is doing well. These are, I think these 3 are new leaves, because it's like, I think she had 1 or 2 leaves when I started. So I'm happy about that. I have one more that's not doing as well. This is also an agonema that broke off, and I don't see any roots yet. And I can see right now that this one is not going to make it. Look, it just came off. But this leaf looks well. This looks well, and it looks like it's trying to get a new growth right there. So I think there are good things going on where I can't see it. I'm definitely not going to pull it out and check. I'm not going to uproot it. And so hopefully this one will root like the other one, and we'll have a winner. So those are all of the plants that cuttings I have growing in leca. I also have plants cuttings in soil, and I'm going to show you this setup. I have 2 in this type of setup like this. This is like a salad container from like Winco, my grocery store, and I put soil in there and put my cuttings in, and look, it's dripping water. And I haven't watered this in literally 2, 3, 4 months, because when you close it like this, it stays moist. And I'm gonna move the camera where you can see what is going on. Let's see. Okay, so you guys, this is begonia cuttings. Yesterday, B for begonia, I showed you my begonia collection. These cuttings are coming from those begonias. So here is my favorite begonia. What's the name of it? Cannot think of it right now, but I love the leaves, the texture of the leaves, the coloring of the leaves. So that's coming from that particular begonia. Then we have this one right here, and then we have another one right here. Actually, I think this is coming, these are coming from this one, and then this one is coming from that one. So what you do, you guys, is you take a begonia leaf, and I do have a video on propagating begonias, so if you want to look that up. If I can find it and figure out how, I will link it. But really what you do is you take a leaf, you cut it in like a V shape, and you just stick it in the dirt, and this is what you get. So I'm going to show you real quick the mother plants that you just saw last night for those cuttings. So you guys, here is the mother plant for that one of the cuttings right here. And I think, yeah. And here is, oops, I'm about to make a mess. Let me be careful. And here is the mother plant for that other one. This is a beauty. You saw her last night. She is still as gorgeous as she was. So let me put her back. So begonias are very easy to propagate. And like I said, you just take the leaf, you cut, it has a vein going down the middle. So just consider this a leaf, right? And there's a vein going down. You cut it in a V, right? And then you stick it in the dirt and leave it alone. It takes a while, but then it will grow. And then you can just pot it. So I've done this before. So here is what they look like after you pot them. So this begonia here, oh, here's the name, begonia crisscross. Okay, so let me see. You've seen this one, right? Okay, let's lower the camera again. So you see this one right here, these two, this is where this one came from. So after a while, which like right now, I really need to take these out and pot them. And look at how well it's doing. Absolutely wonderful. Okay, and I have also, this is a cutting that started from a leaf as well. And it's doing really good. It's still in the baby stage. Oops. But it's doing well. And then I have one more, you guys. And she's doing well. So I have found that begonias are very, very easy to propagate. And like I said, when I get some time, I'm going to go ahead and pot up the ones that I just showed you, and maybe even give them as gifts for anyone that likes begonias. Now, I also have done the same thing with my Schenapkes and pothos. Let's see if you can see. So here again, a salad container. This is my global green pothos that died on me. And I took a bunch of cuttings, stuck them in there, and thankfully they have taken off because this is the only part of the plant that's left. And they are really, really rooted in there. And so I need to take the time and take them out and pot them. And then I have some more Schenapkes. I never can say that name right. Schenapkes. Look at this new leaf coming in. As a matter of fact, the lid has been pushing up because I really, really need to take these out. And again, what I like about this, you guys, is if you put it in this type of container, you don't have to water it because it's sealed and the moisture just stays in. And I do not water them. I just leave it alone and you get these wonderful propagations. So doing well. Okay, the last cutting I want to show you is my Philodendron Pink Princess. Now, I accidentally broke off a piece off of my mother plant, and I just said, I'm going to stick it in some water. We're going to see what happens. And look, you guys, we have roots. Look at that. I did not think it would root, but it has. And so I think I'm going to let this one, I think I'm going to let it get root a little bit more because I want it to have really, really a healthy root system before I try to, pot it up in soil. But yeah, it's doing well. It's a tiny leaf, but look, there's a new leaf and then there's one trying to come out right there. So again, another successful cutting. Also, I have successfully propagated this plant so many times. This is my creeping inch vine. I just stuck a bunch of them in water and look at all of the roots, you guys. This needs to be, can you see that? The roots are really long. They're coming all the way from there, going all the way down. And I definitely need to go ahead and repot this. I have like 3 plants now from this. And this is another plant that I love and that I can give to people. It's so easy to propagate. And last but not least, you guys, this is all I have left of my something turtle. Why do I want to say it's a turtle? Oh my goodness, I can't think of the name of it right now, but it's not doing the best. But look, it's rooting. Isn't it a turtle? Why can't I think of the name of this? They look like little turtles. I'll try to put the name on the screen, but here again, I just stuck it in some water. I don't know if you can even see those roots, but it's rooting very well. Oh, there, I think you can see it now. Yeah, you can see it right there. So yeah. So I showed you some propagation or cuttings in leca. I showed you some cuttings in soil. And I've showed you some cuttings in just H2O, water. And so I believe that is all of the cuttings that I have right now. And I'm hoping that they will grow and mature into full plants. Some that I will keep and some that I will give away. But you guys, that is today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any tips and tricks on, especially with leca, what do you do once you get all of these roots? Because I know there's a difference between water roots and soil roots. And I don't know if you could, if water roots, if I was to repot like this particular plant here, if I was to put it in soil, would those roots survive? Because now these are, you know, purely water roots. I don't know if you can go back and forth. I don't think I'm going to try. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to just let it keep growing. And if it outgrows this container, I'll get it a bigger container. But I'm just going to let it continue to grow in water and see how long it will last. I know one thing I need to do is I need to fertilize, put a little drops of fertilizer in my water. I read that somewhere because the plants still need some nutrients. The water propagation, not the ones in soil, but the ones in water. And so I am going to start doing that, you know, putting like a drop of fertilizer, liquid fertilizer in it, maybe every other month. Because all of these, even though it's the winter season, they are still growing. They're not dormant. And so I think that would maybe help them as well. But yeah, you guys, there you have it. I hope you enjoyed today's video, Vlogmas Day number 3. Tomorrow, Vlogmas Day number 4 is for D. I haven't decided what I'm going to do because I believe I only have maybe 1 or 2 plants that would fall in that category of D. So I don't know, you guys, we might have to go shopping or do something else fun. But just stay tuned and you'll see whatever that's going to be for tomorrow. But until next time, like I always say, you guys, be blessed.